first offering on its way. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
And they're only 2 away now. Striding in, Ryan Cordell. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Strike 2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Nope, that's down.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox. White Sox nothing. Yankees coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Lucas Giolito gets the ball for the White Sox in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He's ready. Here's the first offering. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Row, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more. Especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Aaron Judge has in store. He's already swatted 50 home runs over the wall. 50 times he's jogged around the pillows this season. He's obviously got legitimate power, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him dial 9 again in this one.
The 1-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
The 1-2. And another foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Line drive to center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8 pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
He threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate, just enough for a base hit.
Standing in, Aaron Judge. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Guy's having a monster year, leading in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Top 5 in RBIs. If he can improve on that, he has a legit shot to win the crown.
First delivery to him on the way. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Miklick stands at first with 1 out. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. He'll try again, 1-2. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. Now in the box, Gary Sanchez. He comes into this one ranked number 6 in the American League home run race.
You know, D-Row, we're into the summer right now. This guy's power's been off the charts. Looks like he's going to be able to do this all season long.
I think he is, Dan, and the ball's going to start flying now. Weather's starting to warm up in certain parts of the country. We're getting into the middle, late part of summer. You're going to see some epic home runs down the stretch.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. 2 out with the man at first. One and 2 to the Yankees catcher.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Ready with the 2-2. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run home run off the bat of Gary Sanchez. 32 now for the season. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. His average sits at 296 entering play with 38 home runs and 81 driven in. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Now the 2-1 pitch. Count even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Alonso will put this one away, and that ends the inning. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 2-0 New York. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Daniel Palka. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
No balls and a strike to count. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
There's a called strike on a changeup. Not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
Fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he's going to kick off the second with extra bases. And the White Sox get something going here. It's a leadoff double.
This is exactly what you want to do when you've gone down by 2 runs. Answer the bell. So he leads off the next inning and gets them going with a double. Now if they can scratch a run or two across this inning, they'll be right back in this one.
Mickler comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Here's Yonder Alonso. Previous history with Luis Severino, batting .500, 4 for 8. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Alonso carries a batting line little over the .260 mark. Here's a little chopper up the middle, but that finds its way through for a base hit. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Ready now for the White Sox, Yolmer Sanchez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The fastball here too low. It's 1-0. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. On now to the bottom of the second. The Yankees lead this one 2-1. Now at the plate, Torres.
He's
set to lead off the home half of the second.
Designated hitter.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up, you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. Hit down the line at first. Alonso is there, and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Stepping into the box, Timothygoboy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right side and right into the shift. Scooped up on the backhand. And that's the second out.
Batting in, the first baseman, Luke Boyd.
First pitch on its way. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one. Rolled slowly to first. Alonso is there. Onto the bag with it himself is Alonso, and that's out number 3.
Leading off for the White Sox.
First pitch of the at-bat.
James.
Lifted down the line in left. Miklick on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting.
So with one away, we'll take a look at the standings here, and it'll show you that these guys have already wrapped up the division race as they've set their sights now on the postseason. First offering on its way. Hit hard to the right side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, it'll be Tim Anderson. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Standing in now, Ryan Cordell. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Good battle. Count remains full. Anderson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he rolls over this one foul. We'll do it once more. 3-2. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Nope. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. But this will land untouched. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. White Sox strand a couple. They still trail it here 2-1.
Welcome back. As the Yankees prepare for their third turn through the order, fans of the Bronx Bombers have been treated to quite a bit of production from this lineup so far this year. They enter the day near the top of the league in both team batting average and runs scored, so it's safe to say they're among the cream of the crop in terms of offensive production. Talking with some of the coaches earlier, they all alluded to not only the high level of talent on this club, but also the hitters' tireless work ethic. They praised the professionalism these players bring to their craft as a major reason for their success. And they said the hard work breeds confidence when it comes time to compete in the batter's box.
Thank you, Heidi. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Hawker moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. Line to the right side, into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Fuzzy Niklich. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Sanchez is up with it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. The Yanks leave 1. They lead it 2-1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the White Sox offense with their manager in between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And the White Sox get something going here. It's a leadoff double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double. His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Drilled on the ground to short, and that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And they'll nail him at the plate as he's tagged out.
The batter, number 5, second baseman.
So striding in, Yolmer Sanchez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit, and the tying run is in to score from third.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch. It doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
He stays alive, still 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Here's a line shot that's going to get over the head of Gregorius and on into left center for a base hit. 1 run is scored. 2 runs are in. Now a third runner heading for the plate. He comes across to score, and now it's a 5-2 ball game. Well, guys, there's an old saying about playing with matches. Certainly put himself in a tough spot with the bases loaded there.
Yeah, and I mean, he's not only playing with matches, he's lighting fires. Lack of control, serving up base hits, and just grooving one here. Really looks out of sorts right now.
Andujar has a play. 2 down. Striding into the box, Ryan Cordell. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Line toward right center, and he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Ready for another shot now. Daniel Palco trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. And he fouls this one off. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Miklick retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. He'll start things out against Lucas Giolito as we get the inning underway.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Sanchez is there. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. So the base is empty here with one away. And striding into the plate, it'll be Miguel Andujar. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. So 2 are gone now in the Yankee half of the 4th, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder, Gleyber Torres. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Matt Carpenter. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one.
Oh, and now meanwhile, this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't.
The first baseman, number 17. Yonder.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound.
Please.
And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll leave after working just 4 innings, and this was not the kind of start he was looking for, I'm quite sure. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Mickler has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. The next 0-2, and he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Into the box, Yolmer Sanchez. And this will be fouled away. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Hard hit ball to second. LeMahieu's got it. Throw on to Boyd takes care of him, and the inning is over. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now the 1-0. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Anderson onto the grass. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now back.
Standing in.
The first baseman.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Way late on the fastball for strike one.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow
Now
right
batting.
for the second out.
The center fielder, Aaron.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching. Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Anderson is there, and the side is retired. So coming to the plate, James McCann. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
McCann.
Now the pitch. And that's in there for strike one.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. This is pulled into right, but the catch is made on the line out there. Will they have a shot at doubling him off first?
The batter.
Opportunity now to take a look at some of the future players in the Yankee organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing well in recent action. Bullet back up the middle. Hicks is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting.
Digging in, Ryan Cordell. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now,
looking at a fastball to end the inning. White Sox leave one. They're on top 7-2. At the plate, DJ LeMahieu. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3. That's not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
The 0-1 delivery. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Callaway racing back, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness. When this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here. And I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
Up next will be Fuzzy Miklich. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Miklich brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
In today's game of seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it, I'd love to see a little 2-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force feed something the other way.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Coming to the plate now, Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. LeMahieu takes his lead at third with 1 away. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
2-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Almost looked semi-intentional there. The bad news is that there are 2 men on base. The good news is that an inning double play is now in order.
Stepping into the box, Gary Sanchez. And they're runners at the corners now. First delivery to him on the way. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to Alonso for an inning-ending double play. So here's Daniel Palka now.